Yeah. I gotta give a huge shout out to all the fans of Ren. Y'all been coming through showing mad love. Crazy mad love. I just want to say thank you. Thank you. And this is how I figured I'd do it. Now watch me turn into a murderer, serial killing, lyrical, spiritual villains, inferior to this satirical pit. It's the illest to ever walk the earth, the furthest from healing, refurbishing my furniture from all the dirt I've been willing. The realest, the executioner left a message for Lucifer, told him I got ahead and I left a body in Troubadour. So if anybody raising hell in this bitch, I'll be rocking their damn bells with the L of a head. Cool, Jay smoking these whack rappers wearing their hat backwards, they crisscross. I'm turning to a backstabber and dag nabbing these damn rabbits keep fast jabbing. I'm bear trapping that foot like it does not matter. And as a matter of fact, I pulled a Mad Hatter, cause ain't nobody catching that. I'm a trash compactor. Yeah, I think that worked.
You know what? I'm just gonna say it. Blind people are better looking than sighted people because while you were busy spotting imperfections, we were busy being flawless.
Blindsight. Watch as this dick is talking, his blood has stopped clotting. Antibodies are not responding, and doctors opt to call a phlebotomist. Modern day vampire plot and twist. Turn it into your eyes, meet your new ophthalmologist. Optimistic, more like my optics mystic. I'm popping tricks like a god musician. You're oddly thin like you forgot nutrition. I'm serving plates, bitch, your bottom I'm pissing. I'm eating rappers for breakfast and drop them off in the dishes. I'm too consistent. Buck shots in the water and shooting arrows through your heart. Marvel at the daredevil, bare knuckle with the sharks. Real talk, splitting hairs with the sharpest of knives. I'll rip your jaw off, hang your tongue like a necktie. I bust through your lane, give these ducks shut 'em up tape. Hang 'em by they nuts, that's tough. Lot of blood stains, only guns that I got cocked is a double barrel fist of fury for any bitches that can still hear me. You seen a lot of things, but you can't see me, cause I'm a different kind of breed. Monsters, no make believe on the roster, but you still hanging on that second string. Take a knee, suck a D, I kill. My ill senses are peaking, I will defeat them, don't need no reason. Hold my breath, no coughing on my chest, while living on life's edge, won't stop on no fucking dime. Hitting every single rock, but I still fall to the sky, I'm gone. You know another common question that I get when I tell people I'm blind? So like, when you wipe your ass, how do you know it's clean? We don't. We get in the shower. Oh yeah, Mark. Suck it like a pizza. Let me start out with the rap that can grass. I'ma go slow, fast, hit the road with the whiplash. I'ma flip doja to get cash. Indigo to the bank cause I'm independent and I need dough. When I flip tracks, I'm known as a nice guy, but when I'm at your throat, I'm taking notes on your lifeline. Look into my eyes, you don't see your own type, ride or die. I'ma put you in a hole, you've been living your life blind. You couldn't fathom never seeing anybody's face. I can't imagine most things cause they've been erased. Vision will fade, notice the holy will take no hate, loving God, what he made it make. Call it a gift, never calling it quits. Rap it in a sixth sense of a sixth sense that I spit sense when my vision is spent and I can't rent. I'ma turn into a cynical sentiment like chip. Let me take you a little deeper. This hole I made for rabbits, it's a burning pit in my soul, steaming with dark magic. It's a part of me that's hard to keep managing. I've been trying to escape it, but the evil isn't having it. It's coming out, whether you like it or not. It's making rounds while I'm tying the knots. It's on the ground, I'm supplying the shots, and on the edge of its seat, looking up, not down, jumping off of the pinnacle peak. There's no stopping it. Open the door before I start kicking it down. I'm not playing around, and if you make me wait, then I'm burning this bitch to the ground. Nobody gonna miss ya, nobody knows your name, just a hiccup. I'ma put you in a place so cold, keep your face frozen. Your brain, I'ma stay till it's time to bake trolls. I don't fake roles, I don't play dough. To be the greatest, gotta give up everything if you gon' make goals. Take throats, make croak, medicate him with his same clown fake go. Put a body in the Winnebago when I say go. Clip note when I write about a fake coat. Nobody got your back, I'm gonna pop you in your ass. I'm gonna drop you in a bag, I'm gonna stop you in your tracks. I'm gonna put you in a box where you choke and you gas. Focused on your last groan as you pass. Think I won't do it? Think I'm all talk, bitch, I'ma come through it. Tools in my belt and I'm driving. Screw it, I like a bitch tight when I'm coming in a pussy, I'ma beat it till it's ruined. Yeah, a little late coming through it. If I dig a ditch, I'ma put them all into it. Another great day in the day of the life of the truest. I never tell lies for the foolish.
You know what's awesome about being legally blind? Yes, I said awesome. I don't have to see all the ugly in the world. I can make it anything I want. And you know what else is kind of awesome too? When people come to my house, I love to shut off all the lights and just run circles around everybody. You with?
You know me as a lyricist who cut through all the noise, but let me show a different side, melody of voice. From muddy boots and video shoots to verses we refine. Now I'm flipping expectations with the rhythm redefined. You took a chance on a stranger who once dropped a diss. Now carving the next moments like this. From ciphers to harmonies, yeah, the story's getting deeper. This is more than just a verse, it's a bonus that up here. These other rappers, yeah, they hardly work. Try to prove me wrong, I ain't Charlie Kirk. I ain't being subtle, this a martyr's verse. And I'm back feeling fresh, coming at your neck. I don't give a damn about the cashier fit. A mind without a crown on your head, or an opponent to beat down from the dead. I slip into another dimension to see the arms that I'm getting them with a flex, devastatingly evident that the people on this planet expect it with no hesitance, opening up a door to see a death set and settling. Don't hate on me, hate the game. Been on the block, we don't play it the same. Shoot straight away, straight to your face, straight through your brains, putting my boot to your name. 1, 2, 3, 4. YouTube cipher, bitch.
What is up, everybody? It's Blindsight. I hope you're enjoying the new song, Flowers. I just wanted to give a quick message to the man himself, Ren. This song would not exist without him, and I'll tell you why. Actually, I'll just show you. Run the clip.
The king that I slayed, bully. I've seen you dissing Dwayne and then crit, miss a kill shot or knocks because you're bitter as shit. Then you made the big mistake. You put me on the list. I'm a fucking psychopath, daughter. Don't take the piss. Irrelevant rapper, wasting my time. People only heard of you because of this rhyme. Oh, you're a murderer? That's so cool, my guy. Got your time in the spotlight, so enjoy the shine. Wait. I genuinely mean it when I say you should shine. I just played you at your game, so welcome to mine. I want all of my fans to show Dottor the time, because he's actually sick at rapping. Go and like and subscribe. There's a new counterculture in this world of division where we bicker over politics and race and religion. There is war, there is peace, that's a human decision. Either you could be my brother or another collision. And the media, they love it when we hate each other, because the money lines their pockets if you're not my brother. And this black versus white, that's divide and conquer. Ignorance, it is formed in the womb of monsters. If there's war in the east, industries are getting paid. If there's war in the streets, there's a mother at a grave. If I pander to my ego, then I'm just another slave. A casualty of vanity, hate just breeds hate. So Dottor, I think I've got to leave it at that, because I'm not a battle rapper, but I do like to rap. Now 1 million new eyes will be on where you're at. I hope you roll with it, my friend. Put yourself on the map. Dottor is sick.
This man tore him down and built him up right at the end. Gave him his flowers. Told his people to go and subscribe and like the video. Gave him props on his rapping, like just straight respect. I commented on the video. That right there inspired the song Flowers. I have so many people in my life that have inspired me to do the things that I'm doing, and Ren, you have inspired this song Flowers. I wanted to give flowers to everybody I love, even my enemies. Everybody has received their flowers, except for you, Ren. I need your guys' help to make sure these flowers get delivered to Ren. This man is absolutely amazing, talented. I'm sure you've heard the song Hi, Ren.
Hi there, Ren. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ren, on your pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me.
And I believe he has a new song called Murderer.
Murderer. Homie, it's the way that I get down. Rat-tat-tat-tat. Murderer. If you see me on the corner of my town, get back. Murderer. Swing for your jaw in the first round. Tat-tat-tat. Murderer. Homie, it's the way that I get down, yeah.
I'm gonna close this video out with Ren. Thank you. Thank you so much, and I hope these flowers get to you. You deserve them, and many, many more. Everybody has received their flowers. Not Hill. Crypt has retweeted it. Even a few haters have received their flowers. But Ren has not received his flowers yet. Last attempt to try to deliver these flowers to Ren. And if you're a fan of Ren, I'm asking for your help to deliver these flowers. He helped inspire an amazing song, and the response to it has been absolutely incredible. Keep enjoying flowers. I love you guys. Ren, shout out to you, man. Thank you so much. Keep doing an edited video, unedited video from yours truly, Blindsight. Today's story is very near and dear to my heart. We're gonna talk about Ren. Shout out to the Renegades. I don't want this one to get like super dark, but I'm gonna be very, very vulnerable in this particular type of video, just because Ren helped me, he basically saved me from going into a very deep depression. And I want to explain the story to you guys and just kind of go into a little bit more detail about it. This all goes back to when right before I dropped Flowers, okay? So this is right before I dropped my song Flowers, which is dedicated to Ren and Knox Hill and Crypt and a bunch of other people, just people, you know, that I care about. And the original point of that song, that was actually kind of a goodbye song in a sense. And I'll tell you why. Because before I dropped Flowers, I hadn't dropped any music or any videos or anything on YouTube for like almost a year, or like, it was a long time. Very long time. And now the reason for that is I was going into a pretty deep depression, pretty deep funk, to say the least, because just to give you a little background, I've been making music since 2014. And you know, I've been grinding. And let's just say you start to kind of feel like when do you finally break, you know what I mean? When do you finally, because I had a lot of opportunities and a lot of great people I've met along the way here, but I can't help but still kind of just feel like I ain't made it. I ain't made it yet, you know what I mean? And so I guess that started eating at me. That started eating at me a lot, because I mean, you know, just as an artist, when you going at it for 10 plus years, and you know, you're still only getting, you know, 100 views or 500 views on a song, a new release, and it's like, you know, you're struggling to barely get 100 streams on Spotify, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, okay. And how many times have you heard, you know, people say, oh, it took me 10 years to become an overnight success, and I'm about to hit 11 years. And you know, some people, you know, think that, you know, oh, what do you mean you've done so many amazing things? You've made it. You know, a lot of people know you, and I'm just like, I'm like the guy who knows a bunch of, you know, like popular and up there people, but like I'm not popular myself, kind of thing. You know, it's like, oh, everybody knows me, but you know what I mean? Not for my music though. It's like, whatever. It started to just take a toll on me, and I many times actually almost deleted my channel. Many times almost deleted Instagram, and I did delete my Twitter. I no longer have Twitter. That was the reason that's gone. Is that was part of my funk. I was about to delete everything, y'all. I was about to delete everything and just throw in the towel. I had that major dip vision, and I started just thinking, like, how am I going to continue to keep doing this? You know what I mean? Like, if I've only got so much vision left, do I have some kind of decision here to make? Do I use it to keep making music, or do I use it to do something else? Like, I didn't know what to do. And I ain't even gonna lie, like, I was just a very angry person. I guess we'll go with this because I knew about Ren probably a few years ago, but and I only knew about it because one of the songs was brought to me in a live stream, and but I completely forgot about it, and Ren started popping up again, and I started just listening to his music, and let me just tell you this, like, his story is very different than mine, but like, I guess I was able to, like, a lot of the things he was saying, I just kind of like interpreted it in my own way, you know, which is what music is supposed to be like. It's supposed to, you know, because obviously Ren, you know, he was going through a lot of like health issues and things that he was dealing with. But I guess it was one of those things because I was a drug addict for a long time. From age 17 to 22, I was on hardcore drugs, and it ruined my life. I ended up going to prison and everything. Long story short, but the things that he was saying, you know, like the cramps and the mental effort it gives you, and just the pain, the day to day, I feel weak, I can't do anything like this. Like, you have no idea, like in the drug addiction world, how relatable that actually is. You know what I'm saying? And I guess I just started interpreting, you know, his music and just, you know, becoming a fan, like organically becoming a fan of him. And to really realize what Ren goes through on a day to day, like it makes like what I went through like nothing. And I'm like watching Ren go make these like big epic production videos and songs, and I'm like, he's going through all of that and like he's still got the energy to do that. Like there is something special in that man. Like what is going on? It just made me dive even deeper into the like Ren rabbit hole. Shout out to the Ren rabbit hole. And I started just diving in, and it was right around this time that like it was right before his Sick Boy album was coming out. But and I want to give flowers to another person here in just a second, because I want to get into like the actual like let's just say like I was not good and I was about to be gone. I was gonna just disappear on all of y'all. Like I didn't know what to do, and I wanted to give up, and I didn't think I was ever gonna make it. I still struggle with that. I still do. There are times when I go into these parties, I'm getting better, and I do have the Renegades and Ren to thank for that. This particular moment in my life was very dark. It's the closest I think I've ever gotten to just really, truly giving up. Because you know how many times motherfuckers just say, "Oh man, I'm done. This is it. This is the last time. This is the last song I'm gonna make," or you know, it's the last album I'm gonna put out, whatever. And like, you know, you always end up getting back into it. This time it really didn't feel like that. I really was about to just throw my hands up, throw in the towel. And so here's how it all goes down. It started honestly with Knox Hill and King Dada. I forget what exactly even, that's not the point of the video. But I don't know it doesn't matter whatever the beef was, but those two started going at it, right? And they were going back and forth or whatever. And then I saw like Ren get involved in this thing, right? And I was like, what? Like what the hell's going on here? You know what I mean? Like, so shout out to King Dada, because honestly, I don't think that none of this would have happened, without his thing in this too. So shout out to you, King Dada, for real. Because yeah, it was the Dada diss that Ren did, that when I watched it, you know, initially I'm just like, oh wow, okay, so Ren's in his diss bag. I didn't know this was, you know, that Ren does this kind of stuff. So I'm here for it. And so the thing is though, it was the way that he ended his diss though, and gave flowers to Dada, even told all of his subscribers to go and subscribe to him and support him and build him up. And you know, because Ren does, you know, he's said it many times, like he respects Dada and his pen. Dada ain't no joke. So nobody does that. Not nobody, but let's say very few do that. And so when you see something like that, you need to acknowledge that that's special. That was really, really special. And because like I said, I had been in this dark place for so long, and everything was so negative, just going online, everything was just negative. So to see something like that, to see Ren, who I already know now, like a lot of his backstory and everything he goes through, to do something like that, just above and beyond. And that was the first time in a long time that I got inspired. I jumped onto YouTube and I started searching around for the beat, and I was like, I want to make a song about this. Like, I want to give flowers to these people out here doing things, you know, and putting people on, whether it's diss tracks or love, whatever, like it's all putting people on, you know what I mean? Like it was actually a very cool thing to see happening. Very actually happy. All of that happened because I found the beat to Flowers, and I wrote that song in like 2 hours. I wrote that song in like 2 hours, and initially, I'll tell you, my mindset in that, originally when I was writing Flowers, if you listen to that hook, like, this was me, like, I'm about to just give my flowers to everybody before I go. Before I bounce and get out of here, because, you know, I feel like I'm done. I want to give these flowers to these people because, like, this was the first time I've been inspired in a long time, and I just wanted to give flowers to the people that were helping me through all of that. So I wrote that song and I put it out, right? And I shared it to Crypt and Knox, and I shared it to Ren, and then too, I still, like, I think Ren has, like, liked one of my posts before, but, like, I've never truly interacted with him. You have no idea how fanboyed I got over just a like on a post, you know, an Instagram post. But that's neither here nor there. What I'm trying to say is, with the song, I put it out there. Basically, I'm saying goodbye. And I think some people read it because a few people did react to it. And, you know, they were, you know, giving me like, don't you dare, Blindsight. Don't you dare. You know what I'm saying? And so I put it out there, and it had been out for like, I don't know, like a week or so. It only had like 600 views or something like that. It wasn't, and, you know, I hadn't put out a song in so long. I was like, I guess I was like hoping that it was gonna reach the people, and it did. It reached Knox and Crypt. They did acknowledge it. I think Knox did a repost on Instagram. But I guess what ended up happening, because like I just felt like Flowers wasn't. It was better than that. It deserved more, I guess. And I mean, I guess as an artist, we all think our songs deserve more. For this one, I just felt like an extra special push and pull to like get this one out there and really explain my message, because it didn't seem like it was truly getting out there the way that I had hoped. That was when I made the video, A Message for Ren. And let me tell you, that changed everything. That right there changed everything. I knew about Ren's fan base, you know what I mean? Like, I knew that they seemed like a really cool, loyal base, you know what I mean? And probably one of the best out there. But when I made A Message to Ren, and I kind of just told everybody the inspiration to Flowers and how everything happened, and you know, what they actually did for me, I was blown away by the response. That video got like almost 20,000 views, and in a very short time. And let me just say, you guys showed up and showed out, Renegades, because Flowers finally got the love it deserved. You guys came in and started taking that video and giving it the love that it deserves. I think it's got like 4,000 or 5,000 views, 3,000 or 4,000 views, something like that. And it did so much better than I had even anticipated originally. So when the Renegades came through like that, I was blown away by that response. And because here's the thing, like, when you're an artist and you're making music and you're doing this, like, you thrive to have a fan base like that. You know what I mean? Like, you thrive, you want a fan base, and the Blindsight squad is like that. We're not that big yet, though. You know what I'm saying? So, like, to see that many people come in and ride or die for Ren like that, and the love, and just showing the love to people, showing love to the people, to the artists they love so much, was absolutely incredible. And it was like a slow progress. Like, you guys were just slowly pulling me out of this little hole that I was falling into, and I couldn't get out. So after that, after A Message for Ren came out, with that impact that you guys showed on that video, I had to say thank you. And I didn't know any other way to do it but just do a remix of one of Ren's songs. And I gotta say, Murderer was like one of those songs that I initially was like, yo, this dude spazzes. And it's just that kind of beat too, that like, I felt like my vocal was like oh, I'm gonna fit on this one. I'm gonna fit on this one. And so what I try to do with Murder, to say thank you to all the renegades out there, is just spaz. Just get on that track and rap. And you guys blew that one up too. The Renegades blew that one up too. I'm not saying like viral. I'm saying though, like you guys, that video got like 4,000 views. Like you, and then I did another remix, Sick Boy, which I did because I know that Ren went through a thing with Sick Boy, but now it's back. Shout out to that. But I took mine down because I didn't want to cause no, especially if there was like copyright strikes going around on this. So I ended up taking my Sick Boy down. I might put that back up. You guys let me know. You guys can drop that in the comments and let me know if you guys want me to put Sick Boy back up. That's up to you guys. But then I did a Seven Sins remix where I actually kept Ren's vocals, where we did kind of a back and forth. You guys, every time I did a Ren remix, you guys showed up and showed out. Like it was crazy. It was blowing my mind. I was just like, you know, this is wild. And here's the crazy thing, right? Because you guys didn't just show up for the remixes. You guys started showing up for my music as well. That's when I knew, like, the Renegades they're special. Like, that's a special group. They don't just come in and just show love for their artist only. No. If they genuinely like you, they will support you. There's Renegades Claire. Shout out to Claire. She created fan pages for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, she created fan pages for me to help promote, you know, my music. And so again, hold on. Seriously, you guys, it's one of those, like, this is like the fan base I've always, you know, dreamed of having. You know what I mean? Like, it was just at that scale. Cause like I said, the Blindsight squad, I'm telling you guys, the Blindsight squad is the real deal. We're not like super huge and big. There's not a whole bunch of us, but we are ride or die. And so when I seen the Renegades come in through like that, and it was coming in big, like ride or die, it's like, wow, hundreds and hundreds of you, Jesus. It was wild. And just to see even some of you come and support me and what I'm actually doing, that was insane. That was insane to me. And it revived a new life in me to keep going. Like, if I've only got 5 more years of vision left before I'm completely blind, I'm gonna spend it making music. I can't. I've been doing this for so long. I can't stop now. It'd be all. I don't want it to be all for nothing. I don't want to end up losing my eyesight and then just talk about this little hobby thing that I did for, you know, a little while that never really panned out. I don't want that. So the Renegades really, thank you. Like, and Ren, your stories, bro, your stories are so relatable, and you don't even need to be going through, like, it's just the way that Ren words things in his songs that, like, I think that's what it is. Like, that's what, it's his writing ability. There's not a lot of people that write like him. It's a very poetic type of style, and it's beautiful. Like, that's how I before music, that's what I did, is I wrote poetry. I wrote poetry for years and years and years. Never thought about converting it into music until I was 31 years old. I got late. I jumped in late in the game. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't start making music until I was 31 years old. And it was because I lost my job due to my eyesight, and I couldn't do my job anymore. And I didn't know what to do with myself. And music saved me there. Like, music, you know, helped me from going into that dark hole, just music alone. So, like, music, it's like a love-hate relationship, you know what I mean? It's like, some days I hate it, some days I love it. And I just wanted to go into detail with that with you guys, because you have no idea how much that actually helped me just stay here and keep doing this. And I still have my bad days, you know, but thank you. It's just a genuine thank you to Ren and the Renegades for saving me from doing something I think I would have regretted. I think I would have regretted it. So I'm in forever debt to you guys. You guys already know that. I've told you a million times. If you guys ever need anything from me, don't hesitate to reach out. You guys have been there for me through everything, so I'm there for you. And I think that's it. I think that's it. I really wanted to go into detail with that with you guys and tell you, because it was a dark place, and I was close to just being gone. And so shout out to Ren and the Renegades. I love you guys. Blindsight Squad, thank you. You guys already know. But I see you guys on the next one. And I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. If there's any ideas or anything you guys want me to talk about, just throw them in the comments. Don't even hesitate. Just let's talk. I'm planning on making these videos every single day. So if you guys are here for it, you guys want to show up, show out, let's go. Let's do this damn thing. It's gonna, if it takes me 20 years to become an overnight success, we're gonna do it, guys. And that's it. I'll stop. I love you guys. See you later.
Everybody's gone and it's on me. Everybody's gone and I can't see. Everybody's gone and I can't breathe. Everybody's gone and it's on me. I got a lot to get off my chest. There's a whole lot of people talking under their breath about a rapper falling off, they must be thinking I'm deaf. Definitely on a path to watch me sink in cement. I'm like, yo, is this what friends do? Is this how they move? Am I supposed to sit here and approve? They built me up, but then they tore me down. And then they told me that they did it because they thought I was out of bounds. It's my decision, it's my envision. It's why I live the life I'm living, cause I don't give a damn about an eye condition. I'm sight deficient, but I can see a lie. It isn't advised to be in a mission by you. Stop trying to intervene, acting like you know what's best for me. You're not me. You ain't never been a friend, never will be. And I don't need friends to make me feel like a king. Everyone's gone, and it's just me here. But even alone, I'm facing the mirror. I've lost what I've lost, but I'm still right here. But even now I'm asking the air, will anyone notice if I'm still here? I'm still here. Disassociated myself from being social. Sorry, satisfaction is guaranteed to be solo. Slipping, falling, I can't get up. And then they put me in the box where the lid stays shut. These are the people in my life that I chose to be close to. Now they're on my back trying to choke me with a rope, fool. Maybe it's my fault, maybe it wasn't them. But either way you portray me, I can live without friends. Everybody's gone and it's on me. Everybody's gone and I can't see. Everybody's gone and I can't breathe. Everybody's gone and it's on me. Everyone's gone, and it's just me here. But even alone, I'm facing the mirror. I've lost what I've lost, but I'm still right here. But even now I'm asking the air, will anyone notice if I'm still here? Used to see the world in color, now it's fading into gray. Every day a little dimmer, watching pieces slip away. I remember all the faces, now they blur into the night. Used to read the lines of life, but now I'm losing all my sight. When they handed out the freedom, I was standing in the back. Never got to feel the wheel or take that open highway track. They said life is full of blessings, but I question if that's true. Cause watching all the light fade out is something I never knew. I'm living in a shadow that gets darker every year, trying to hold on to the memories of the faces I hold dear. There's a bitterness that lingers when the world just turns away. They'll never understand the cost of losing sight along the way. Can't see the sunrise, can't see the stars. Living in the darkness with these permanent scars. Every step I take is just a guess in the dark. Trying to find a little hope, trying to heal my heart. They don't know the struggle, they don't feel the pain. Living in a world where nothing looks the same. I'm fighting with the shadows of a life I used to know. Losing all my vision as I'm learning how to let go. Used to see the road ahead, now it's covered in a haze. Walking through the memories of all those brighter days. Friends I used to laugh with, now the voices in the mist. Trying to hold their faces in my mind like they were fading with. And yeah, I've got this anger, yeah, I've got this grief. Questioning the reasons and I'm searching for relief. Why'd you take a vision that I never thought I'd lose? Let me in the darkness with these lonely shades of blue. But maybe there's a strength in all the things I've had to face. Learning how to navigate this world without a trace of grace. And though I rage at heaven for the cards that I've been dealt, I'm finding my own courage in the darkness that I felt. Now I can't see the sunrise, can't see the stars, but I'm finding my own light inside these hidden scars. Every step is still a struggle, but I'm learning as I go. Turning all this darkness into strength I never knew could grow. They'll never see the world the way I see it now, but I'm closing out this chapter, gonna make it through somehow. In the silence and the shadows, I'm rewriting all my life. Finding my own vision in the darkness, one day at a time.
Why do we create?
Right. Why do we share anything at all?
Knowledge and art are most valuable when they are applied to human connection. Blindsight thought his art was a failure because it didn't reach millions.
But Biz BronxBaby uses PJ's memory, and this beautifully fitting quote from John Lennon, to dismantle that.
Lennon said, "You don't have to become famous to be a good musician. If one song can help one person, then it's so fulfilling."
That is the central thesis here. Biz BronxBaby's message is that reaching mass scale is a statistical lottery, but touching even one single soul,
Whether it's a 10-year-old girl with cancer or a depressed, visually impaired musician,
that is the ultimate pinnacle of success.
it's the ultimate recalibration of what actually matters.
Just imagine something for a second. Imagine standing in absolute pitch blackness, and you're just shouting into a void.
Oh, wow. That is a terrifying scenario to start with.
Right. But think about it. You're pouring your soul into this project, giving it every ounce of your creative energy every single day for 10 long years.
10 years. Just laboring in total obscurity.
Exactly. And you get absolutely zero back. No feedback, no audience. Just, the silence of the void.
I mean, most people would have completely quit by year 2. That feeling of invisible effort is enough to break pretty much anyone.
It really is. But ask yourself, what happens if, after a decade of that crushing silence, the void suddenly answers back, and instead of just an echo, it throws you a lifeline?
That's the pivot. That's where it goes from a tragedy to something else entirely.
Yeah, and that brings us to today. Welcome to today's deep dive. Our mission for this session is to explore this really profound intersection between art, invisible struggles, and completely unexpected ways that internet communities can quite literally pull someone back from the edge.
It's such a rich topic. We're looking at a deeply moving YouTube documentary and commentary video from the channel BronxBaby today.
And to give you a quick overview before we get into the mechanics of this, there are basically three main people anchoring this story.
Right, 3 overlapping lives.
Yeah. First, there's Blindsight, who is an underground hip-hop artist slowly losing his vision. Then there's Ren, a musician whose, well, kind of bizarre, unexpected act of kindness completely alters Blindsight's trajectory.
And finally, we have...
We're talking about the crushing weight of carrying a struggle that the rest of the world is completely blind to.
while simultaneously screaming into a digital space that just refuses to acknowledge your existence.
Okay, let's unpack this, because Blindsight's origin story isn't your typical, musician's journey.
No, not at all. He didn't grow up writing rhymes in his bedroom with dreams of being a massive rap star.
Right. He didn't even start making music until he was 31 years old.
Yeah.
He made this massive life pivot late in the game out of sheer necessity.
Because he lost his day job due to his failing eyesight. We really need to look closely at the medical reality he's facing here, because it dictates everything about his mindset.
Yeah, he was diagnosed with something called retinitis pigmentosa, or RP.
Right, and this isn't just, a matter of needing a stronger prescription for your glasses. It's a degenerative disease.
The photoreceptor cells in the retina, the rods and cones, they just slowly break down, right?
Exactly, they die off. You lose the ability to see in low light first.
So night vision goes first.
Yes, and then your peripheral vision starts to shrink. It slowly closes in on you like a tunnel until eventually, the tunnel just shuts entirely.
Wow. And Blindsight uses his own lyrics to highlight the cold statistical cruelty of this. He says, 1 in 4,000 people stripped, vision destroyed.
Hearing him articulate it that way is just heavy. He's facing absolute irreversible darkness.
The documentary really lays out how this strips away his independence piece by piece, too. He can't drive. Walking around unaided becomes incredibly dangerous.
But the detail that hits the hardest, and this is just heartbreaking, is his realization that eventually he will forget what the faces of his own loved ones look like.
Oh, God, yeah. Just total erasure. And you have to add that profound physical trauma to an already harrowing psychological history.
Right, because from ages 17 to 22, Blindsight struggled with severe, hardcore drug addiction.
Yeah, an addiction that completely derailed his life and ultimately landed him in prison.
So when his vision started to fail in his 30s, making music wasn't just some fun hobby to pass the time.
No, it was a vital coping mechanism. It was literally the only thing keeping him from relapsing into the destruction of his past.
But the real tragedy is that while music might have saved him from his past, it was completely failing to save him from his present.
Which brings us to his absolute breaking point. He'd been grinding, releasing tracks independently since 2014.
A full decade of work.
A decade. And after all that, he was barely scraping together 100 streams on Spotify. He felt he hadn't made it.
He was furious, deeply depressed, and convinced he was just a total failure.
Yeah, he had already deleted his Twitter account and was on the precipice of wiping his entire digital footprint. Just quitting music forever.
What's fascinating here is the intersection of his physical reality and his digital reality. Think about what's happening to him neurologically and socially at the exact same time.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I see what you mean.
He is experiencing the physical erasure of his vision. The world is literally fading to black. And simultaneously, he is experiencing the metaphorical erasure of being seen by the world.
Because the algorithm is just totally ignoring his art.
Exactly. His voice, his decade of discipline, it's all completely invisible. This dual invisibility creates a very specific, suffocating kind of despair.
It's like, okay, think of it like spending 10 years building this incredibly intricate, beautiful house. You pour your blood, sweat, and tears into framing every wall.
Right, getting every detail perfect.
Yeah. But you built it in the middle of a barren desert where not a single person ever walks by.
That's a great analogy.
It just begs the question, how does an artist sustain their drive when their primary physical sense is deteriorating and the digital landscape is giving them absolute zero in return?
Well, typically they don't. That level of compounding isolation almost always leads to full withdrawal.
Which is exactly what Blindsight was planning to do.
Right. You can only shout into the void for so long before your voice just gives out. But the mechanism that pulls him back isn't a traditional support group.
Or some sudden viral hit song.
No, the spark comes from a jarring disruption in a completely unrelated corner of the internet.
Which is where an artist named Ren enters the picture. Blindsight stumbles across Ren's music, and it's It's incredibly raw.
Very raw. Ren is someone who writes openly about his own chronic health issues and brutal mental health struggles.
So for Blindsight, who was carrying the trauma of severe drug addiction and staring down total blindness, finding Ren's music was huge.
It felt like finding someone who spoke his exact hyper-specific language of pain. It provided a mirror.
Yeah, Blindsight finally heard someone articulating the sheer, exhausting mental stamina required just to exist when your own body is betraying you.
But the catalyst for Blindsight's turnaround wasn't just connecting with a sad song.
No, it wasn't. The real turning point was a piece of shocking behavior in a digital environment that is notoriously vicious.
The rap battle scene.
Yeah. Wait, I need to stop you there because this part is wild. Are we really saying that a rap diss track, literally a song fundamentally designed to humiliate someone, is what pulled Blindsight out of a severe depression?
It sounds absurd, I know, but that is the exact mechanism of intervention here.
That's insane. It's like a boxer delivering a brutal highlight reel knockout punch and then immediately handing his opponent a gold medal and a business card.
That's actually a pretty accurate comparison. There was this ongoing rap beef online between three artists, Knox Hill, King Dada, and Ren.
Yeah.
Ren dropped this fierce, aggressive diss track aimed directly at King Dada. He completely dismantled the guy on the track.
But then, at the very end of the video, after verbally destroying him, Ren does something unprecedented.
He gives King Dada his flowers.
Which, for anyone who doesn't know, is hip-hop terminology for offering ultimate respect and praise.
Exactly. Ren looks directly into the camera, speaks to his own fans who are, riled up and ready to pile on the hate, and tells them to go subscribe to Dada's channel.
He explicitly praises the guy's rapping skills.
Yeah.
It just completely breaks the established rules of engagement for a diss track.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, we are observing a phenomenon the narrator, Biz Bronx Baby, refers to as the Ren effect.
Or he also called it the Bob Dylan effect, right?
Yes. What we're actually looking at is the radical disruption of internet toxicity. You have to analyze the environment.
Right, because rap beefs and YouTube comment sections are engineered to thrive on division.
The algorithms actively reward conflict, negativity, and dunking on your opponents.
So by injecting genuine empathy and profound respect into that specific hyper-combative space, Ren created a psychological shockwave.
He essentially short-circuited the audience's expectation of cruelty, and that ripple of unexpected positivity was so sharp, it pierced straight through the 10-year layer of cynicism around Blindsight.
It proved to him that genuine humanity could still exist in a space he thought was entirely hollow.
Exactly. And the craziest part is it didn't just give Blindsight a fleeting moment of inspiration, it mobilized him.
Yeah, seeing Ren respect his opponent made Blindsight jump up, find a beat, and write a brand new song called Flowers in just 2 hours.
We do have to clarify his mindset here, though. The context of that 2-hour writing session.
Right. Flowers was not conceived as some triumphant comeback anthem.
No, he wasn't suddenly convinced he was going to be a massive star.
Not at all. It was meant to be a goodbye letter. It was his swan song.
He wrote the track specifically to give his own flowers to the handful of creators who had actually supported him over his decade of grinding.
People like Crypt, Knox Hill, and Ren himself. He just wanted to put that gratitude out there before he officially packed it up and quit music forever.
The vulnerability of that intention is the key to what happens next, because the song itself initially didn't trigger any massive algorithmic shift.
Yeah, that wasn't getting much traction at first. So Blindsight decides to post a simple video titled, A Message for Ren.
And in this video, there is zero ego. None of the bravado you usually see from struggling artists.
No, faking it till you make it. He just plainly explains his dark mindset, the reality of his failing vision, and why he wrote the song as a farewell.
He just wanted to ensure Ren saw it before he vanished from the platform.
Here's where it gets really interesting. I mean, have you ever seen an internet algorithm actually get hijacked by empathy to build a genuine support system?
It's incredibly rare. The prevailing narrative is that online fandoms are just toxic echo chambers.
Exactly. But when Ren's fan base, who go by the name the Renegades, stumbled onto this video, they completely shattered that stereotype.
They didn't just watch the video and leave a sympathetic comment. They flooded the analytics.
Right, because when thousands of people suddenly flock to a relatively unknown channel, watch a video all the way through, and leave high-quality engagement,
The platform's algorithm registers a massive spike in relevance. It takes the video and shoves it in front of a wider audience.
the Renegades actively pushed this deeply personal, raw goodbye video to nearly 20,000 views.
And it went way beyond just boosting metrics. The Renegades digitally merged with Blindsight's own tiny fan base.
The Blindsight squad.
Yes. You had fans like a woman named Claire who didn't just hit like. She actively built entirely new fan pages dedicated to promoting Blindsight's music.
They wrapped their collective arms around him and essentially formed a human shield against the algorithm's indifference. It's amazing.
This is a masterclass in understanding the shift from passive consumption to active patronage.
Wow, active patronage. I like that.
Mm-hmm. These fans recognize the terrifying, authentic vulnerability in Blindsight's farewell.
Is the central thesis here. Biz BronxBaby's message is that reaching mass scale is a statistical lottery, but touching even one single soul.
Whether it's a 10-year-old girl with cancer or a depressed, visually impaired musician.
That is the ultimate pinnacle of success.
It's the ultimate recalibration of what actually matters.
We've traced an incredible path today. We started with the sheer tragedy of a man slowly losing his eyesight and his hope, watching his world literally fade to black.
Then we analyzed how a space designed for toxicity, a rap diss track, was hijacked by a single act of respect.
It became an engine of unexpected healing. We saw a community of strangers fiercely protect a vulnerable artist.
And it all culminates in the legacy of a 10-year-old girl named PJ sending a $20 bill back to ensure that the art wouldn't stop.
It hammers home the reality that art, at its core, is a tool to go down into the darkness, grab onto something real, and pull it back up to heal each other.
It really is the ultimate antidote to isolation.
Which brings us full circle.